Okay, these are some other tips and tricks you can use. Some of these are not things that I would use necessarily all the time or with kids necessarily, but they are things that if you start to see something building or stress building up or anxiety building up, can be very helpful. One is to go outside into nature, and along with that is exercise. So if you can do exercise outside in nature, take a nature walk, even go outside and just do a mini scavenger hunt. There are tons of research papers and books written. There's even a Japanese word that I cannot remember for a tree walk, that will bring about your parasympathetic nervous system and calm those nerves of the sympathetic nervous system. The other quick way is that old adage of splash cold water on your face. By splashing cold water on your face, you actually are activating the vagus nerve, and that brings about parasympathetic control. You can also, I've seen just recently that for anxiety for kids, they were saying, which is kind of a play on that, is to give them cold ice cubes to hold. It gets them out of that cyclical way of thinking. And if they're getting stuck in anxiety, which is controlled again by the amygdala, that can bring them out of it. I also want to put in just a reminder out there that mindful meditation, good nutrition, water, all of those are easy ways if you want to make sure that you have better control or bring about the parasympathetic nervous system. There is also something to be said about a repetitive calming type of activity. Now, I've seen things all the way from fish tanks where you're looking at fish and it's bringing in visualization. So again, if somebody is built up, that can be a calming and bring back the parasympathetic. This is also true if you have any type of hobby that is repetitive that you don't have to think about, or if you're a fan of mantras. I'm a big proponent of talking to yourself. Stay tuned. I'll do a whole nother video on that. But any type of thing that's repetitive, even if it's songs, if you're a singer, that kind of thing. And last but not least, if there's any way that you can laugh and or play, do it. There's a whole book by, I think it's Larry Cohen does Playful Parenting. It's a fantastic book. Play actually will pull an adult and a child right out and out of a sympathetic nervous system control. And laughing is contagious. It's good for the soul, and you cannot laugh if your sympathetic nervous system is in control. So it brings you back to parasympathetic control. So those are my last few tips. If you enjoyed them, if you try them out and they work, put it in the comments. Subscribe to the channel or find me on my other avenues. Connect, be part of the community. Glad to have you here and hope this was a little bit helpful for you, your family, your partners, your friends, and whoever else you touch.